So we have some pretty dire updates coming from that Gaza Aid Freedom Flotilla that was attempting to break the siege in Gaza. All the members of that aid group, including Greta Thunberg, have been arrested by the IDF and are now being held in Israeli prisons. So in order to give us an update, we're really fortunate to be joined this morning by Huwaida Arif. She is actually the spokesperson for the Gaza Freedom Flotilla. She also is a human rights attorney, and she joins us now. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. So let's go ahead and start with some of the images that we were receiving from the ship yesterday. Let's go ahead and play. I'm going to show you a video of quadcopters that initially intercepted the ship and dropped a strange substance on board so people can see what was going on here. Let's take a look at that.
Okay, we are masking our face right now. We have quadcopters right above our heads, the most dangerous ones, and they are, I don't know what this is. I'm so sorry. We don't see anyone coming. We don't know what this is, if this is paint or some chemical. No idea, but please sound the alarm. They did say that they want to intercept us in a very calm way, but this is not what's happening. There is another war crime about to happen. We will keep you updated. Please put pressure on the governments. Tell them that we are here because they are aiding and abetting this genocide. They are upholding a illegal blockade. They're using starvation as a weapon of war. This cannot go on. We cannot live in a future like this. You need to do everything in your power. Use your bodies, use your voices. Amplify the voice of Palestinians. And do tell them that we are here because they're not doing their jobs.
Huwaida, what do we know about what has happened?
Yeah, Krystal, those images that you just showed were some of the final images and sounds that we had from our colleagues aboard the Madeleine. It was well in international waters, some 110 miles still outside of Palestinian territorial waters where they were headed to Gaza. Shortly after, we saw lights from Israeli commandos, and the boat was hit, and then the communication was cut off. And we have not heard from them since. It has been over 13 hours. We have not heard from them. We hear the Israeli government saying that they are being brought to the Israeli port of Ashdod. We need to stress that they are being taken against their will. They have been abducted unlawfully from international waters and are being taken against their will to the Israeli port of Ashdod, where the Israeli government will presumably process them. We hope that they do not further abuse them. And we continue to call on all governments, but especially the governments of these states, to sanction Israel because it continues to commit these blatant violations of international law, aggression. We see what's happening in Gaza. Why we were at sea is because of our government inaction as to what is happening to Palestinian people in Gaza, and it is enough silence. Israel has no legal authority to intercept a peaceful vessel sailing from international waters into Palestinian territorial waters. It says it had to uphold or defend its maritime closure of Gaza. It has no authority to enforce an unlawful blockade that is designed to starve a civilian population. And there is no security threat from a sailboat that is carrying 12 civilians and baby formula for babies who are being starved to death. So our governments need to stop accepting these abuses and pretexts from Israel as it continues to trample all over international law and genocide a people while they're at it.
Huwaida, can you tell us about that seizure in international waters? So this was one where the flotilla was actually outside of any recognized territory. What was the justification that was given to the flotilla for this arrest? And have you been notified yet if they're going to face prosecution and detention inside of Israel for this?
Thank you for that question, because it is so important. Under the UN Convention on the Law of the Seas, there is freedom of navigation on the high seas. This ship, the Madeleine, was unarmed, carrying 12 civilians, including a member of the European Parliament, including a doctor and journalists and human rights advocates. And it was carrying humanitarian aid for a people under siege. It constituted no threat. Israel had no authority to intercept it, nor to use violence to intercept it, certainly not on the high seas, but even if it had reached Palestinian territorial waters. Because the International Court of Justice last year advised us that Israel's occupation, its presence in all of the occupied Palestinian territories is unlawful. And governments have an obligation not to recognize the illegal situation that Israel has created, and have a further obligation to do as much as they can, everything they can, to end this illegal situation. And on top of that, Israel is instituting this comprehensive blockade that is designed to starve an entire civilian population. That is a war crime. And it is not new. We're seeing the dramatic effects of it now, of denying everything: food, water, aid, medicine, to a people who have been bombarded for nearly 2 years. We are seeing emaciated children. We are hearing reports of countless babies who've already died of starvation. All of this being done before the eyes of the world while our governments do nothing or are actively complicit. So it is important to stress that no government has the authority to enforce an illegal blockade. And that is exactly what this is. Israel says it's a lawful maritime closure. It is absolutely not. And no serious legal authority will tell you that this is a lawful maritime closure. And we were not even close to that border. It went out well into international waters, over about 100 miles from Palestinian territorial waters, which is not too much different from what it did just a month ago. We had another ship that was going to head towards Gaza carrying humanitarian aid. That ship was named the Conscience, and it was right outside of Malta and in European waters, some 2,000 miles from Israeli territorial waters, and Israel sent its drones to bomb that ship. And so Israel is using this kind of unjustified force against civilian objects, against humanitarian aid workers, all to stop people from trying to get to Gaza. Again, an unlawful blockade. The Freedom Flotilla Coalition is trying to break it, but our governments should be doing the same. And if they don't, we invite people all over the world to join us for the next boat we're going to send, because we can't stop.
To that point, Greta and others on board released pre-recorded videos calling on people to pressure their governments. Let's go ahead and take a listen to a little bit of what they had to say.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupational forces or forces that support Israel. I urge all my friends, family and comrades to put pressure on the Swedish government to release me and the others as soon as possible.
So my name is Reva Sefervia, I'm from France. If you see this video, it means that we got intercepted by the Israeli forces or complicits, and we may be in a very bad situation now. So I do ask our comrades, our family, friends to please share this video and put pressure on the French government so that we could be with my friends released, and also of course that this genocide ends.
Howeida, two questions for you. First, following up on what Greta was saying there, what are you calling on people around the world to do to support these activists in their work? And also, I saw reports that there may have been coordination with some other attempts to break the siege. So what happens next?
Yes, we recorded those videos because we anticipated this kind of violent interception by Israeli forces. They have attacked us before. They have seriously injured and even killed our volunteers before. Most notably in 2010, a flotilla that I was on, Israel violently raided that one and killed 10 of our volunteers. And so we pre-recorded these and put this out as soon as we lost connection with them. We are asking people all over the world to call on the governments of these countries to put pressure on Israel to release them immediately, to guarantee their safety. And also, as you heard Reva say at the end, also to undertake their obligations under international law to stop this genocide. Because the very reason that we have these 12 international civilians, our colleagues now abducted by Israeli forces, is because they had to be at sea doing what our governments should be doing. And I want to stress that these 12 are now abducted or disappeared. We haven't heard from them in nearly 14 hours now. Thousands of Palestinians, 10,000 Palestinians are also disappeared and are in Israeli dungeons. But we know that because of the privilege of the passports of the internationals, and because the eyes of the world are on them, and because we have thousands, tens of thousands of people mobilizing to put on these pressures, we know that they have more safety than the thousands of Palestinians and the 2 million Palestinians in Gaza. No government to speak up for them and protect them. So we are asking people to put this pressure to ensure the safety of these civilians, but also we need to keep pressure and remember why we're doing this, and that is to stop the genocide and protect the people of Gaza. And that requires governments upholding their obligations under international law. And so I mentioned that they are attacked us now, but we're not going to stop. So we will be organizing to send another mission as soon as we can. We invite organizations, people, and institutions that have more resources than we do to also mobilize boats and come with us. But we are also in coordination with other civil society initiatives that are aiming to break the blockade in other ways. Today, June 9th, a land convoy left from Tunisia and is making its way through Libya to Egypt and hopefully on its way to Gaza. And in just a few days, thousands of people will be flying into Cairo from around the world and attempting to march to Rafah, the border of Gaza with Egypt, and demand that they be let through, because we have a situation where Israel has turned Gaza into a death camp, and we have to do everything we can to break down these walls, to break the siege in any way we can. And that is civilian, nonviolent direct action, but also the pressure of people all over the world calling on our governments to also sanction Israel and hold it responsible for what it has been doing and continues to do.
Huwaida, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and it's great to be back, Krystal. We will be back with you all tomorrow.
Bro show tomorrow.
Oh, is it Bro show tomorrow?
We're giving people
okay.
Bro show tomorrow.
All right,
Ryan's got
fun.
something going on. We switched days this week, so we'll get a Bro show, lady show, and then you and me back on
Lots of
Thursday.
fun.
So
Okay, we're going to have fun this week. We're breaking things up, and that's the best part of all of this. BreakingPoints.com. Try out that free month trial. You can BP free for all of that. But otherwise, it's been a pleasure. It's been great to be back with all of you, and we will see you all later.
All right, guys, 2 quick things. Number 1, by popular demand, we are bringing back the monthly subscription. Number 2, you can get a month free, Ryan, by putting in that promo code BPFree at breakingpoints.com.
Yeah, and I think the most important reason to become a premium subscriber is just as an act of support for the show. It helps us do what we're doing. But if you're curious what the benefits are of doing it, take the free month, and you'll see you get the AMAs, you get the second half of the Friday show, you get it, you get the full show emailed to you earlier. It makes your life much better. Do it for a month at breakingpoints.com. BP free is a promo code. And if after a month your life isn't dramatically improved, you can just cancel. If it is, it's just $10 a month.
There you go.